Well, it looks like the boys are getting ready to bring in the Spuds. They've done a couple of test strips here. You can see in front of Hamish here, on the side there, they've taken that row out, the small one. I guess they're waiting for better conditions, I don't know. Might be too dry even after the rain last weekend. Look at the sand in that soil. It is unbelievable. Them is big rigs. John Deere 290. 7R. You got the flags marked there. I guess it tells them what's in there. Experimental potatoes, I think, for the government too. A couple of rows of them. Anyway, they're not working today, so they must be waiting a little longer. I'll check the neighboring field. I think they got a big rock up here. A couple of them. Get that out of the way there. We'll be run over it. Heck. Boulders here in the middle of the path. Oh, looks like they've taken this field. Taken all of it. And dropped a couple of boulders. Boy, is that ever dry. My goodness. So this field is gone. I'll just walk into it a bit here. This field is gone. Gone goose. And this is like the beach. It's so dry here. Any spuds on top? You can do some gleaning after this. There's a lot left there, you can see them. That's pretty sad looking. A lot of them cut in half. There's a couple of big fellers here. Okay. Won't be hard to fill a bag up. Other years there was always a lot more spuds here than this. The size of these babies. Well, we're getting a new septic system put in today. It had a block up on us last March, and we're now in September. These guys have come. They came and saved us back in March, and they did a great job. They did a temporary fix, which was great, and held us until now. There's some wood pipe in there. And here is the old septic tank. Now, I'm going to say this was second generation because I know they had... Oh yeah, look at that. They pumped it out. You can see it there as a metal container. They think that went in the 70s. Which would probably be about right because I was thinking closer to 80s. But my cousin Kenny, who was just visiting here, was saying that it was originally just a cylinder block pit. That's all it was. Right here. And I guess that was from the 1950s. And then they did this addition here, maybe 200-gallon tank. I don't know what that is, 200 or 300, I think they said. But they're going to put a 900-gallon tank in. We shouldn't have any issues for a long time. That's great. So, fantastic spring day here. Spring day, fall day. It is kind of like spring, but it is definitely a bit of Christmas in the air. I'll go back and get my riding mower off the truck. I'm getting it fixed. I had to get it fixed, and now she's done, but apparently nothing wrong with it, just bad fuel like I thought. So it didn't run for quite a few weeks. So that's what you get. And there's our contractors and all the big rigs. Thanks again to McKay and Sons for coming out and helping us. There's the boys hard at work. Get the new system in. Hopefully we don't have to have any extra expenses here. Boys are doing good progress here. Right off the east side of the farmhouse, they're digging away, getting ready to put in the main system. It's all concrete. It should be quite interesting. See what this will look like. I'm putting the cap on it now. He's in. Got it. Yes. She's down and in. I just gotta put the pipe on there. Connect it to the box. The septic will be running again for another 50 years. They operate it. Under that frame really is a lot herky-jerky, nice and smooth actions. This thing in there. filling the septic system in. I'm gonna get them to explain to me how it works. I think I roughly know. That's the drainage area. I think the second side steer there is working. The main crane here, our main digger, is filling it in nicely, and the side steer's got the drainage area there, so it drains out into that main tank and then weeps out from the main tank into the drainage area there. It should all be filled in. Yeah, like you'd never know anything happened at all. Well, amazing what they can do in a short period of time. I could watch this all day long. Boys with toys. Oh, it'd be a fun job getting to play with all this equipment. Oh, I just tidied up. A little bit of work tomorrow. I guess they'll come back and get the rigs. I think they were in here at 11 this morning. Taking Hamish back from his walk. And the boys are here. We got to it, we got at it. It's quite a good drainage. You can't really tell here, but this naturally slopes away from the farmhouse, which makes a difference. And the soil is so nice to work with, just like sand. And here we go. Here's the top of the system. I guess they have access to that. Access to that system there for future pumping every 3 to 5 years as needed. We probably won't need a 3-year pump, but one never knows. All covered up and good for another 50 years, we hope. And the next generations will have to deal with that. There's a little concern here. There was a root coming from, I suspect, this maple tree, and it runs right under the deck on an angle, and it's right, believe it or not, right next to the drainage pipe that comes out. Right, if you line it up with the vent there, comes right down, and it's almost into the wall of the farmhouse. Now I have to think it's this maple tree right here is the culprit, so that's got to come out this fall. It can't stay up. I don't know what other tree it would have been. We had other maples here we lost in the hurricane. That tree is coming out because we can't have a root growing right into the main drainage pipe. They were a little concerned that it might be blocked, but to put the camera in, that's where we saw the tree root. So, get the buzzsaw on this tree. It's got to go. It's too bad because there's a lot of good birds in this tree in the spring. Get the northern parulas, chickadees, goldfinches love it, red-eyed vireos. It wasn't too much. Not too much disruption to the earth here. It'll grow back so fast next spring. So, we are going to go back in the farmhouse, continue to clean up, and get ready for our guests from Ontario. Campbellwoods. Sun is rising in the east, and the septic team is back at it. With less equipment today, it seems, but they're now doing the drainage from the tank. Get all laid out nicely. And gravel in there. Do some watering today. The drought continues. Oh, there it is there. That's how it works. It's kind of cool. Narrowly missed my chestnut trees here. Just filming. Beautiful soil. Gravel going in with the PVC. Very nice. And back to where it starts. Right under that chair, the pipe comes out. It goes down around here. This was all finished yesterday. Oh, supplies in the truck there. Looks like they're doing a great job. Look at that, eh? That's a major cross section there. They're reaping, I guess. That's good. These boys know what they're doing. And they're doing a great job. On the farm septic system. Campbellwoods. Well, the septic boys have finished the job. Just over a day. Yesterday. And finished a few hours ago today. So this is the drainage fields here. There's 4 of them. I think 4 or 5. I think 4, he said. And you really only need 1, but I guess it's better to have a fail-safe. Luckily it didn't damage my chestnut tree I put in there. And they've graded back the driveway a bit, so that's good. I'll put the sod back here. It looks like it's all weeds. Shoes all dirty. Wow, I can really feel the slope here. These are the drainage areas here. I wondered why they were marked with flags yesterday too on the side of the driveway there. So we will not have to worry about septic issues ever again, I hope. Though he did say we have to check the septic system once a year, the filter. He did show me how to get into it and just clean it out with a hose. Once a year, surprisingly. Boy, that's dry. All these fruit trees are growing, I don't know. Planted that apple tree 2 years ago. And here's the look going forward. This is where it drained out before, but there was only 1 drainage field, and now we've got 4. So that should be good. They were telling me that the system's drainage areas there are built just not that deep. The sun will get into them and heat them up, stop them from freezing up. So that's good. And this fruit tree is having a rough fall. It's a Cortland apple tree. Guess I should get some water on it. Oof, or we lose it. We did have a good rainfall last weekend. I don't think it's going to matter. It's a hydro pole here. We're going to AC mains into the farm property for many years. We hope to move this pole down to the cornfield or horse field at the front, and then draw it back into the pole barn and then back into the farmhouse with a 200 amp service. Anyway, just getting all the good smells here. There's a lot of septic underneath us here, but I guess they dug most of it out. Got some arrows here. The rhubarb is kind of toast, but it'll probably come back. Its root system. I can see some over there, a little further over. I think the boys did a great job. They said this soil is just amazing. It is so easy to work with, and that's where your costs can go crazy. I've heard with septic, it's the drainage field. If it's compacted and hard and full of root systems, that's where your cost is going to go nuts. So there's the first system that carries all the hard stuff, and then the overflow goes here, mostly liquid. He said that tank, 900-gallon tank, will be filled within a few weeks, and that's how you open it right here, I guess. There's an arrow there. Show me you want the arrow pointing towards a septic, and I guess you just screw it off of there. Screwdriver, I guess. Anyway, I did a pretty good landscaping job. This will grow back very quickly with a normal summer. This will be full. You can actually plant a victory garden here. Get some perennials in here, and this, unfortunately, this maple tree's got to come out. It's got a root system that's impinging right on the drainage pipe for the septic, right where Hamish is walking. And he picked it up on a camera, put a scope in there, and sure enough, so that's coming out this fall once the leaves are off it. That'll do it. Beautiful day, about 25 degrees. Outstanding weather. What do you got there, Hamish? Something smell good? I'm back in the farmhouse. We've got some friends from Ontario coming. I haven't seen in 3 years. Good friend, Richard and his wife. So we'll sign off from the porch at the farmhouse. We got the spuds coming in.
Oh, now.
There it goes.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, it's big bucks here. But I don't know if they. Well, I think I should. Did I show you the potatoes? Are really scaly.
I am showing to this, she said.
Yeah, well, I'll get some for you. I mean, they're just cosmetic. They're still tasty. But the main thing is it's been so dry that the size is going to be way down. And the other thing is, on a normal year, you wouldn't believe how much is wasted. It's got to be a specific size. It just spits it out. If it's too small, it's out if it's too big. So yeah, it's just, you'd be shocked. In a normal year, they just sit in the field. And people can come and, pick them if they want, take them.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I'm going to do that. Fill up 5 or 6 bags.
Yeah.
Why not for the cellar? Why? And you guys hopefully can, pretty good, get a bag full for you guys. It's just, they're too big. Too big or too small. It's such waste. You just cry with people starving. The golf course today, a little overcast. Golfing with a friend from Ontario. Just warming up here. Heading off at 3 o'clock. It's not too windy or rainy. It's supposed to clear, so hopefully we'll just get it in. Well, the weather has changed here at Campbellwoods. We had some rain last night and this morning, and a major change here in our crop. The spud potato that was planted April 4th was taken out this week. Yesterday this field was cleared. I did see them early this morning finishing. Did it over 3 days. And I'm going to get some bags. There's a lot of potatoes that don't get picked up in the fields here, and I got 5 or 6 bags. I think will be enough for winter. And you can see our grafted apples are doing really well, considering we had a dry, extremely dry summer. 10 grafted apples we've gotten from my father's family farm. His great-grandfather was very good at apples. They needed this rain, one of these good rains once a week. Unfortunately, they didn't get it. And here's the potatoes that have come out. They're good size. That was the concern. They wouldn't get the yields, the size they wanted. But I'm just surprised that the potatoes left here in the field. They're getting washed by the rain. This is the front farm field. Lots of potatoes left. Unfortunately, the machine will spit it out if it isn't the right size. It costs, from what I understand, $5,000 an acre to harvest potatoes, and there was about 110 acres. There's Hamish getting the zoomies out. I gotta get some barbed wire fence taken out of there. He's gonna end up yet. Okay, Hamish, we know that you're all worked up. You're all excited about the potato harvest. Somebody has had a friend Sterling here yesterday. I think he's heaped these potatoes for us. They look good to me. There's a bit of an issue with the potato, and it happens when you have super dry conditions that we had last summer. They get a bit of scaling. You can see it there. It's just cosmetic. It doesn't affect anything else in the potato, except it doesn't look good. Maybe people don't want to buy a potato that doesn't look good, but these, as I understand, I'll go for French fry production. There's a certain size of russet they want, long and kind of thinnish, and that's the majority of it. Go into that, but hopefully there's some kind of salvaging going on. There's, I think, at least 6 farm fields planted this year, I think, in potatoes. We walk back to the fire pit on this Friday, and it's September the 19th. Potatoes went in April 4th, so that's 5 months and 15 days. And I don't think it's a long potato, but I don't think they geared it for that. But that is what we got. And friends from Ontario have left. They were here for a few days, stayed overnight. They always wanted to see the farm. I come back every summer and do my hay work with my uncle and my siblings. And now we're living on the farm. And so, we get ready for Friday night. And I think this rain is supposed to stop this evening. I think it's going to go down to 12. We've had a few low single-digit nights, so it's been a busy week. The hay potato, keep calling it hay. The spud potatoes come out after 5 months, and we got a new septic system installed. So I would say that's progress. I think so. So that will sign off from the Campbellwoods. Over and out. at the local brew pub in my little town. Just enjoying a check out there. This opened about 6 years ago. And it seems to be doing very well. There's the local museum. Used to be a post office. We made it back to the farmhouse after our pint at the local brew pub. And the sun is starting to come out there in the clouds. Although it is looking decidedly fallish. And as I recorded earlier today, our spud potatoes have come out of the field there. And I'm going to do some gleaning tomorrow. I guess bags. I'm going to fill them up. I think 6 should do it, large bags of potatoes. More than enough for us, and then we can maybe give some away too. And I am enjoying pumpkin ale from Gahan Breweries. So let's give this a try. I'll say this. This is my tasting. My approval on this beer. It's not to everybody's taste, I think. You might not like it. In fact, it took me a while to come around to it. But we had it on tap last October, and I had some family visiting. And some of the men didn't care for it much. The tap was untouched by them. That's okay. But my brother and I enjoy it, and some of our guests have enjoyed it here. It is definitely different. It's seasonal. We enjoy it. It's got pure pumpkin taste in it. I understand the pumpkin is very good for you. So eat all you can. Got our seasonal decorations out because it's that time of year. The only difference this year is I'm going to save those pumpkins and I'm going to mash them up. We'll make something out of them. I think we'll make something out of them, Hamish. Maybe even something for you. With that, we'll sign off from the Campbell Woods this week, and we'll be talking to you going forward. Over and out.